Is there an antipode on the other side of the earth to Arunachalam Hill in India that has been disseminating spiritual flavor to the mankind since time immemorial? Going by the discussions of Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi with his disciples, we can convincingly say that the antipode exists. But where does it exist? When we discuss Arunachalam, a wave of spiritual flavor pervades us, and you must also be one of the persons who have experienced it. The very mention of the name Arunachalam brings two things to our mind: Lord Arunachaleswara and Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. The original name of Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi is Venkatraman. Disciples used to worship him as an incarnation of Dakshinamurti, the other form of Lord Shiva. The greatness of Arunachalam is such that you want to visit it repeatedly once you go there. Most of you must have visited the place and experienced the spiritual thrill that it generates in abundance. But, if you have not visited it so far, you will feel like visiting Arunachalam once you watch this video. Such is the greatness of the place. Arunachalam, also known as Tiruvannamalai, is located at a distance of 192 km south of pilgrim city Tirupati and 194 km southwest of Chennai city in southern part of India. Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi reveals that as a boy, he was thrilled at the very mention of Arunachalam, and after a few days later, the spiritual place attracted him. After indulging in hard penance for several decades on the Arunachalam hill and spreading the beauty and taste of spirituality to India in particular and to the world in general, Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi left his soul on the sacred hill. In the initial days of his spiritual life at Arunachalam, the Maharshi meditated in the temple premises of Lord Arunachaleswara for a few days and at Pachayamma temple on the inner ring road of the Arunachalam hill for some other days. He also meditated for a few days at several small temples located in and around Arunachalam. Later on, he moved closer to the Arunachalam hill. The spiritual giant did tapasya for 17 years at the Virupaksha temple on the Arunachalam hill and for some more years at the Skanda ashram located on the top of the hill.
This cave, Virupaksha cave. This cave, 400 years before, the Virupaksha is signed inside the Jiva Samadhi, body all ash powder inside the Samadhi. After Ramana Bhagavan came to inside 17 years to meditate.
There is no doubt that Ramana Maharshi spent most of his life on the Arunachalam hill as a yogi and spiritualist, attaining the ultimate knowledge and spreading its flavor across four corners of the globe. Even after establishing the spiritual ashram at the footsteps of the Arunachalam hill, Ramana Maharshi used to trek up and down the hill daily. The disciples believed that there was not an iota of place on the Arunachalam hill that he did not visit. But why did Ramana Maharshi prefer the Arunachalam hill to do the tapasya for most part of his life? What is the spiritual greatness of the hill? In fact, there would not be a greater and powerful place like Arunachalam hill to do tapasya and attain liberation. You should know that even before Ramana Maharshi, Kannada spiritualists Virupakshadeva of the 13th century and Guhai Namasivaya, his disciple Guru Namasivaya and several others of the 15th and 16th centuries performed tapasya on Arunachalam hill. Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi followed their footsteps, and his disciples strongly believed that one would get liberation after having darshan of Lord Arunachaleswara and making the Giri Pradakshinam around the hill.
Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala.
It is also learnt that Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi repeatedly told his disciples that one must visit Arunachalam once in a lifetime for seeking liberation. This is the reason why most of the people visiting Arunachalam undertake Giri Pradakshinam after having darshan of Lord Arunachaleswara. Most of the pilgrims visiting Arunachalam would visit the place for second time to undertake Giri Pradakshinam if they miss it during their first visit. What is the greatness of the Arunachalam hill in granting liberation to the people who undertake Giri Pradakshinam? How did the hill attain such spiritual power? But we can learn about the greatness of the hill if we read the life history of Ramana Maharshi, books written by his disciples, and understand the gist of his discussions with them. A.W. Chadwick, the first European disciple of Ramana Maharshi, wanted to lead a spiritual life after retiring from the British Army as a major. After giving up materialistic life, he came to the Ramana Maharshi ashram in Arunachalam, became his disciple, and spent the rest of his life there as Sadhu Arunachala. His book, A Sadhu's Reminiscences of Ramana Maharshi, reveals more about the Arunachalam hill and the Maharshi. The book says that Ramana Maharshi described the Arunachalam hill as a full manifestation of Lord Shiva. This itself reveals the greatness of the hill. People believe that Arunachalam hilltop also contains the sacred footsteps of Lord Shiva. Thousands of devotees trek to the top of the hill and conduct special pujas there on festive occasion. It is no exaggeration to say that the spiritual power of Arunachalam hill has been attracting people from across the world. According to the revelations made in Major Chadwick's book, the Maharshi used to tell his disciples that the hill is an embodiment of spotless spirituality and stands as a spiritual tower for the entire mankind. The most surprising thing is that the Maharshi used to specifically point out that an antipode for the Arunachalam hill exists parallelly on the other side of the earth. This means that a similar hill, akin to the Arunachalam hill in India, exists on the other side of the earth, forming a spiritual axis for the entire globe, according to Chadwick's book. In his book, Sadhu Arunachala says that Ramana Maharshi also talked about the same during his discussions. The Maharshi used to narrate that, like the North Pole and South Pole axis that holds the planet Earth together, Arunachalam hill in India and its antipode on the other side of the earth have been acting as the spiritual axis for the benefit of the mankind. This may not be an exaggeration, as the Maharshi found out this great truth through his wisdom and spiritual power. The book further reveals that Sadhu Arunachala learnt from the Maharshi that Lord Shiva pervades the Arunachalam hill in the incarnation of Arunagiri Yogi.
Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva,
A close examination of the earth supports the argument of Ramana Maharshi that an antipode exists on the other side of the earth to the Arunachalam hill. Google Earth shows that the Arunachalam hill stands at 79 degrees and 3 minutes longitude in the east and at 12 degrees 14 minutes latitude in the north. The antipode for the Arunachalam hill exists at 100 degrees 19 minutes longitude in the west and at 12 degrees 14 minutes latitude in the south. But this comes in the Pacific near Peru in South America, and it has been established that a hill akin to the Arunachalam hill exists deep in the Pacific Ocean at these coordinates. Page 24 of the book also says that once Ramana Maharshi asked Sadhu Arunachala to bring the atlas and look for the antipode on the other side of the globe. After a close examination, Sadhu Arunachala told the Maharshi that the antipode point was traced to the Pacific Ocean. Sadhu Arunachala says that the Maharshi was not convinced and had reinforced his argument that the antipode for the Arunachalam hill must be on the hill ranges and not in the ocean. But where is hill range that contains the antipode? Due to geological changes also, the antipode point must have experienced some transformation. Be that as it may, the near coordinates in the west opposite to the Arunachalam hill shows that a hill peak, akin to the Siva Lingam, exists on the other side of the earth. It is known as the Machu Picchu hill, It stands at 72 degrees 35 minutes longitude in the west and at 13 degrees 7 minutes latitude in the south, very close to the coordinates of the Arunachalam Hill in India. Even some of the disciples of Ramana Maharshi believe that the Machu Picchu Hill is the perfect antipode for the Arunachalam Hill. Dr. Ravi Iyer of Virginia in the United States of America, one of the disciples of Ramana Maharshi, published a research article on the antipode in the Maharshi newsletter issue dated February to March 2003. There are also people who see that Machu Picchu Hill as a Sakti Sthal. That may be their belief. But history says that the people of the lost Inca city situated in the Machu Picchu Hill ranges worshipped the goddess known as Pachamama. In South India, especially in Tamil Nadu, people at some places worship goddess Pachamman, treating her as the incarnation of goddess Parvati. There are several temples for the goddess Pachamman in Arunachalam and at some other places. There are records to say that Ramana Maharshi meditated at the goddess Pachamman temple in Arunachalam in his initial days. Undoubtedly, there is a similarity between the words Pachamama and Pachamman, and this also supports the argument that the Machu Picchu Hill is the antipode of the Arunachalam Hill. This means that Arunachalam Hill in the east and Machu Picchu Hill on the west of the earth are working as spiritual axes for the mankind. This reminds us about the Indian mythological story that says that once Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu argued over their supremacy in the Trinity. Perturbed over the development, Lord Shiva transformed into a mighty pillar of light and asked them to find its beginning or ending. The one who finds it out first shall be deemed to be the supreme power, Lord Shiva ruled, for which Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma agreed. However, their efforts ended in failure. Lord Vishnu agreed to his failure, saying he could not find out the beginning or ending. But Brahma told Lord Shiva that he saw the top of the pillar of light. He also produced fake witnesses to buttress his argument. Knowing this, Lord Shiva cursed Brahma. Of course, this is a different matter. Later, as per the wish of Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva transformed into the Arunachalam Hill, replacing the mighty pillar of light, according to Arunachala Purana.
Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala.
It has become a practice for the devotees to trek up to the top of the Arunachalam Hill on the occasion of Kartik Purnima every year and light the lamp.